So here we are back in New Brewburgh, and we've had the Detailers patch number 2 has been released, although I like to call it the Traffic Fixers patch because it added so many new things to help with fixing traffic roundabouts, cul-de-sacs, not really traffic fixing, but I like those ones, all the asymmetrical roads, the new traffic tool to see where people are going, the destination tool, yep, loads and loads of cool stuff. But it's literally the day after, so the mod makers have been working hard, and Skype has been updated, and with only a couple of mods with warnings, everything else is working absolutely fine. So I will put my latest mod list on the Discord so you can check that out. But we've got loads of work we want to do today, loads of new buildings we want to add. And just before we do that, here's a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. Hugo's back and he's on a new adventure, diving into the uncharted waters of the Mediterranean Sea to uncover a long-lost shipwreck. Deep below the surface, Hugo discovers a treasure trove of ancient artifacts and clues to a forgotten civilization. But Hugo's work isn't done. He needs to share his findings with marine biologists and archaeologists worldwide. A secure connection is critical to protect this valuable discovery from hackers and prying eyes. Using NordVPN and its threat protection feature means Hugo is protected from malware, trackers, and malicious downloads, and keeping all of his secrets away from prying eyes. Hugo encrypts his connection, ensuring his data is safe and his location stays private, even while using satellite internet miles from shore. If you happen to be heading to any far-flung corner of the globe or just want to protect your internet connection, be sure to use my link at nordvpn.com/Biffa, which gives you 4 bonus months free with every purchase of a 2-year deal. Plus, it's risk-free because you have a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Right, let's get back to the video. Because we've added in some French buildings down the middle there. With Notre Dame looking really good. We added some German buildings over here in our European area, which we're still working on. We will come back to that. But we've had the new DLCs that have come out as well. Let's just come over here because we're going to be doing some work over here. We jump into here so we can zone. We've got the Urban Promenade mixed housing, which we're going to be making use of. And we've also had, I'm racking my brain trying to think what the other one was. Looking for the little symbol. Modern architecture, that was it, modern architecture. So there's different items that I want to use in the city and replace some of the items that we've already done. And the first one is going to be replacing our city hall here. So I think first of all, we'll delete this one to see what sort of space we've got to work with. We do, if we swing it around here, we do have the EU mixed housing signature building. That might just move as well. Just wonder if there's somewhere nearby we could plop that down. Oh, we'll have a look in a minute. But what we're going to pop in here instead is we've got the Citizen Service Centre building, which is basically a larger welfare office, but that is from the MA pack, the Modern Architecture pack, which just looks absolutely brilliant. I think that was an autosave. We'll have a quick sip of tea. And then alongside that building, I'd also like to add in the Modern City Hall if we can, which I think just looks fantastic. So we're going to take this one first, and I'd like this one here in the middle. That is probably, I'm not entirely sure whether that is in the middle. I'm looking to where it lines up. That is actually in the middle, yeah. Oh, no, hang on, overlapping items. What are you overlapping? There's nothing there. Okay, well, we'll use Anarchy to pop that in. There we go. And I'm liking that building. That fits so well with all of these high-rise buildings and things around, which is good. Just zoom in a bit and take a little look. Yeah, that's a really nice looking plaza, and we're going to expand that out as well. We might add in one of the super big plazas down here as well. We'll see where we go. Let's take a look if we can fit this building in. So the Citizen Service Centre, has this got any upgrades? It has an extension wing with some nice bonuses, -5 building level cost, so we're going to level up the buildings a bit quicker, +5 attractiveness citywide. Oh yeah, adds that little red thing in the middle. I love that. I think that is great. So if you're walking through or looking under here or working under here, you look up and you see that. Looks like a bit of a rocket engine, doesn't it, underneath? Okay, well, let's add this other one in as well then, and then we can sort of merge these two together. And of course, these are free to place with all these fantastic bonuses. I'm thinking if we can get that one, let's turn Anarchy off. Oh, we need Anarchy on. It's because I've placed some of these roads with Anarchy on, so there we go. Excellent. That goes really well in this complex. What bonuses is that giving us? A build. Oh, it's just a welfare office, of course it is, yeah. So that probably did cost us something to place, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely going to line this one up with this road. We'll pull it back a bit as well. Is that overlapping there? No, if we pull it all the way back, so it sort of almost meets up over there. That's good. We've got some space for some detailing out the front. We are now creating a little bit of a sight line up this road, although this isn't the widest road ever. I am wondering whether we could upgrade that road. We shall see. We'll see as we go. That's looking good. And then around the back here, I definitely want to add some sort of park or plaza. And then we're working our way down to the waterfront as well. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to pick this road here. We're going to just sort of cut this road a bit. And I want to sort of line it up with there. And then this bit lines up with here. I'm going to pop that in anyway. We'll delete that again in a moment. Then we can delete that. There we go. That gives us a little bit more space coming out this way. I'm wondering whether that's enough space for the park that I want to add. This one here. Almost, yeah. If we can get a road for that to go on, that will fit in here somewhere. Okay, so yeah, maybe let's cut these a little bit further back. Yeah, I think if we plop it there like that, we'll rearrange the roads and things in a minute. We can expand that out, get some walkability going through. I think this is going to start becoming a nice area. I've just moved the post office just down here, which I think is fine. And then we could use, what kinds of roads could we use around here? I think we're starting to get into the pedestrian type area. Have we got any new, we've got the new thin pedestrian road, haven't we? We've got some of the ones that we've made ourselves, but I think just the normal pedestrian street round here would make this a nice area. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do here is remove this parking, which I think will be helpful. Then we can pick of this, and then we can bring this all the way around. This is a nice little section through here. And I'm hoping, if I just go to there, we can line this up without making too much of a fuss with this building. I need to move this over again, don't I? We've run out of space. Okay, let me just rearrange this all a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's okay. So it's still lined up down that road there for a bit of a sight line through, and that all fits in nicely. This has got pedestrian access. We could also increase this pedestrian access through down to this road, and then we could increase it down here because we've definitely got stops, haven't we? Yeah, for our buses and trams and whatnot. We can see people queuing up. Let's just look at the lay of the land. It's a little bit wiggly, although here isn't too bad. Maybe we could use, we've got this small pedestrian street where foot traffic can go both ways, but vehicles can only go one way. I'm not sure I want to add that onto there like that. That is making that road look rather odd. Could we attach over here? No, that's a bit of a slope, isn't it? All right, let's just see what we can do with the slopey tool. So I'm taking the height from the tram road on the left and then sloping this down. So hopefully we'll get a general, more or less flat slope all the way. I mean, that dips right down there, doesn't it? Now I'm looking at this. I'm thinking I just want to pick these up and make them on a same height as this down here. Oh, to me, that looks so much better, doesn't it? And then we can easily connect through to there. We can... There we go. We can smooth all of this out, and I bet this will be no problem now. We'll get our little thin pedestrian road. I was going to connect here. There we go, like that. I don't know why our track is not connected. Looks connected to me. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, that's good. And then we could also do the same over here as well. But what I might just do with this one is have it coming outwards instead. Yeah, like that. So any vehicles can come in and go out. Let me just see if I can solve this problem. Okay, there we go. It's looking good so far. So I would like to change out some of the buildings over here for some of the new urban promenade buildings. This is going to temporarily move somewhere else. Let's just pop it there for now, and we'll see whether it stays. So we've got these slots down here, and I would like to have them zoned, if possible, off of the pedestrian road, which means I need to change this to be non-zoned. We have the zoning tool toolkit mod. I don't think that's been quite updated just yet. So if I had a key wall onto these and that one, we'll get the zoning along there. I'm going to do that down here, and where's that coming from? There and there. So then we can get all of that done. So if we jump into here, let's have a look what we've got. Here we go. Urban promenades, mixed housing. So we're going to put that there. So that's going to give us some shops. Yeah, I don't want that going back so far. So we're going to go like that. And then I'm thinking this little section over here as well could be quite good. I want to change this to a road with parking on. And we've got that added now. We've got these parking lot roads, or parking roads, you might want to call them. Let's have a look in here. If we upgrade that, yeah, so we get the parking on the both sides. I think I prefer that one with the angled parking. Let's turn off snap to zone length and get that in the middle. Oh, look at that. All the cars immediately jump. So we've got the parking here for the building, but we've got some extra street parking. I'm thinking maybe some of these other roads as well. We've already got a load of parking there that's covered. And we might add in, yeah, some parking lots in a few different places. But I think that'll be okay for now. So let's see if we can zone this in. I'm just thinking what's going to be the best way to do it. Ideally, I think I'd like it sort of round that corner, but not on here. So let's do the same thing and turn the zoning off here. And then we'll allow the zoning again there, although it's sort of put it at a weird a weird angle, and that road's dropped down. Let me just sort out the level here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So let's get that whole block there zoned in and see how that looks. I was thinking about some here along the front as well, because I think some people would enjoy that. Shopping here, looking at the coast, all that sort of thing. So I'm going to turn off the zoning there. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll just do all of that as well. So let's just drop that in, that one and that one, and we'll see how that looks, because this is a fantastic view, isn't it? Across the university, across the rest of the city. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Let's give that a few moments to zone in and we can see what we've got. Ooh, looking good, looking good. I've changed the depth here, so we're just getting these 2x2 type buildings. I've also split this road here, so we've only got the key wall on this half to block the zoning, so we can get zoning along the front. And now I'm thinking of continuing this along here with those style of buildings, which will mean blocking the zoning. Oh, actually, no, these are... That is along the front, isn't it? So if we do 2x2 all the way along there, do I want to continue down here? We're getting into the more industrial area over there, so maybe we'll just go with that. Let's just swing back over this side and take a look. Oh, people are walking through. They are using the pedestrian paths already. And these will be a fantastic place to walk and to shop, with the park just nearby as well. What have we got there? Books. Oh, that's in the middle here, isn't it? There's some shops tucked down into here. Excellent. And we've got some nice corner buildings popping up over here. Yeah, definitely. These are looking good. Let's have a look over this side. Very, very nice looking building with some parking straight into the shops. And then the ones along the front here are building up, but give it a second and these will all be done. Oh, look at that. All looking fantastic. And we've got plenty of mass transit coming along here as well. I think I need to deal with that dip in the road over there. But things are looking good. Let's just come over here. I think we'll leave it for now. I'll have a play with that off camera, and we can do a little bit of detailing on this before the end of the episode. I'm liking this area. What could we put in here? I'm feeling like, what sort of parking situation do we have down here? So we've got these 6x2 canopy covered parking lots. And how many people live in here? Employees 12. Oh, a lot of people. Households 24. Yeah, let's see if we've got another parking lot that would just go in there to help these out. Well, this one looks like it's going to fit in perfectly. The moderate parking lot, we could put that on there. Yeah, that fits in perfectly. We could put some trees and things along the back just to separate that. And what I'd like to do is, we've got this big white end piece of building here, is find an urban promenades building that would fit in there. What have we got? 2x3 it looks like would be okay. Let's jump into here and do a bit of filters. Okay, the nearest is this 2x2 corner building. So we're going to have one there and one, which one do I want here? Yeah, this one, that was right. First of all, there we go. So we still get the sort of white around the back, but I think this looks a little bit better. We can maneuver that one so it's lined up on both sides. Actually, that one was okay. There we go. And the game's crashed. But like a good boy, I have autosave turned on. Okay, there we go. We've got the corners in, although you still get the white wall around the back here. And I don't necessarily want to zone all out the back. I'd like those to be open like it is, and we'll do a bit of decoration around that as well. I'm liking the way this is looking. Very nice on the urban promenades. Right, what else have we got that we could add in here? I feel like this needs like a nice park area in the middle here. So I'm wondering whether we could use this small pedestrian street through here. I mean, if we go from there all the way in, yeah, that's fine. There we go. So any service vehicles can use that and they can exit over here, which we know about. And then we've got these teeny tiny parks that we can add. I'm just thinking, actually, can I pick that hedge? No, I can't. Okay, I'm going to close that hedge off through there so it looks like one big campus or one big, back garden. We've got these little teeny tiny parks which we can add. Let's put my snapping on, and I think some of these will look really cool along there. I do feel like the land's a little bit slopey here. Let's see if there's anything we could do about that. We can't actually push it back that far. We could bring it out this side. That side we can't. Let's see what happens if we stick one of these little tiny parks there. Are they going to be weirdly angled? Yeah, that's a little bit too close. I'll tell you what, let's move this whole thing down. Oh, there we go. That's much better. I don't know how many of these I want to pop in there and how close I want them. And we sort of urban parkettes, leave them with a little bit of space between them. That's a small playground. Square pocket park. I wanted another teeny tiny one. Maybe we'll go for, whoa, not that one, this one again at the end. And then we can always draw out the zone and make that into a little parking area. So we'll keep that in mind. Let's have a look over here. This here we could do, what could we do along here? Is there a long thin park we could add in here? Oh yeah, like this. Can I put two of those in? Oh, if I overlap it like that, what are we overlapping in the middle? Nothing. So we can definitely change the surfaces on those. Just looking, what surface do I want? I want the lighter surface. So if I go like that, oh yeah, fantastic. And then we dive in here and we can do a little something like this. Although we lose the green in the middle. Let me try that again. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Can I get that one into there? Does that look okay? That looks okay. And then we can have maybe like a nice little row of trees running down the side here. Let's go for some birch. We'll go for the medium age. We'll use the new line tool that we have. Oh, that is like the perfect distance. No, that is not quite the perfect distance. Let's drop that down a little bit. I want to get that in there perfectly. There we go. Oh, that is nice. That is a nice little pedestrian area for getting through to this pedestrian area to enjoy in the park and stuff. Okay, good. Well, this has been an interesting week. I started recording this episode just after the release of the Detailers patch number 2, or the traffic fixing patch as I called it, and recorded up to this point that you saw, had the crash, did a little bit more, and then had a huge problem with the city. Everything just kept dying, kept crashing. I couldn't get anything to work, and all sorts of things were going on. It actually turned out, and this was fixed pretty quickly, it was a bug in the road building mod that was being affected by, if we go along here, these roads here that I'd built with the diagonal parking. So these are road builder roads that I'd put together ages ago to put a load of parking in with a tree line thing in the middle and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's just a really weird out there bug. I don't think many people had come across it possibly, but I was trying to upgrade this crematorium here because if we come out of this view, we can see one of the issues we're having is everybody's waiting for a hearse, and we've had this new update come out. It's affecting the homeless. Lots of things are just being updated at the moment in the city. We're still growing happily, but yeah, we've got this bit of a need. So every time I tried to upgrade this crematorium, it was touching this road here, and possibly there's another one up here it was having a little bit of an issue with. And I went through all sorts of things, but thank you very much to TDW for working with me to find out what the bug was and getting it fixed. So we can come back here and continue with New Brewburgh. It lives! I'm so pleased, which is great. So yeah, just looking at the crematoriums around here, seeing what we can do to solve this problem. So crematorium availability is a little bit low. Cemetery availability is high. So I was looking around. So we've got plenty of hospitals. This is that crematorium and that crematorium, and the only ones we've got in this area. Is this in a district? Autumn Meadows, Emerson Croft. So that is here, isn't it? Autumn Meadows. Where's Emerson Croft? That should be over here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, these should have their own ones, but that mod's been updated, so they haven't got any over there. So that might be a problem we need to look at over here. I'll do that in a second, and we'll talk about that. So what other upgrades? Oh, that was an autosave. What other upgrades can we add on here? At the moment, we have... Yeah, it's filling up quicker than it can sort. We could add more hearses, but that isn't going to help us. I've already got all the upgrades we could add on there. Okay. And then we had another one. And let's do it this way. It'll show us easier. Another one over here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they could do with the additional incinerator, so that helps with the speed. And then we don't really need any more hearses until that's taken care of. So I just think we need another hearse in this area to take care of that. Just looking at where the other area is that it was covering. Autumn Views and Emerson Croft. Where the heck's Emerson Croft? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, fine. So Birdsong Mills has its own coverage. Let's have a look what else we've had that perhaps we could use in here. So we've got the French crematorium, which is pretty good. I mean, it's only got, in comparison, a very small storage capacity and processing. Yeah, this section over here with all of our French buildings, I think we're going to pop it in here. I believe we're going to have to take out that building there. Do not zone back in. Do not go back in again. That will fit there. Yeah, excellent. Let's pop that in. So it fits in with the buildings nicely, which is good. Does it have any upgrades? It does. So additional space. We're going to go one there, and then I'm thinking we'll pop one in over this side as well. Maybe just round the back here, out the way, somewhere like this one. There we go, and we'll let that run through and hopefully that will help. And then just over here, what's happened is, yeah, the mod that we've got that adds in the mausoleum and the cemetery has actually upgraded, so I just need to replace those down again. There we go, excellent. Do they have any upgrades? No, but having those missing probably didn't help. And I believe these just took care of this area here, so I'll set that up. Yeah, so they don't start heading off into the city. Oh dear. There we go, excellent, that'll be good. And then all the way over this side, oh man, what have we got going on over here? Let's just check. So we've got a cemetery down here, we've got cars heading out. This is probably fully upgraded. No, it isn't. So we'll do the additional incinerator, which is the need that we've got there, and we'll add another chapel and cemetery there. And I'll remove the trees that are sticking through it. There we go, that's got a big storage capacity which will help, and I'm going to set that for just, oh man, these areas there, and there, and there. And I might as well do that one as well, as that's this side of the river, and hopefully that will help. Okay, well, we'll get through this little bit of a death wave, I'm sure. Let's continue working on our nice little new area over here, which is being used a lot. Look at that. People are being dropped off by the mass transit, almost run over by the post offices there, post office vans. And they're using it. They're walking around. They're loving it. They're shopping, which is great. I do want to check the bus access around here as well, but so far it's looking good. Right, what else could we add to this area to make it even better? So around the back of our modern city hall and our citizen service centre, we've got these little spaces here which I'd like to use some of the new parks in. There's the canopy covered corridor park, which I think will fit in here really nicely. That'd be good. Let's just have a little close look at that. Yes, there's some nice little places to sit, rest, relax, and I'm wondering whether we could try and get that to go all the way up here. Probably not, because that's going to need some sort of road access. Although we do have a pedestrian road here. Let's just pick a this. Oh, we pick a mod. Still not working. Darn it, need to check what's going on with that. Can I just pick a the entire thing? No. All right, we'll get it this way then. Yeah, we've got some anarchy going on. Ooh, is that going to work? Place there. It is. Excellent. That's good. And then we can join up this little central section. Oh, I thought it was going to crash there for a second. Nope, it was just a save. And then we're going to sort of fill in this area as well. We'll move that all the way back. Is that filled in all the way there? Yeah, that's looking good. And then this gap that's along the back here, I think we'll just take whatever parks can fit in here. So we've got quite a few of these small little urban parks. And then we'll tie them all together. I think even the small playground will fit in here. Yeah, we'll pop that at the end there. That ain't ever going to fit in. Tiny city park. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll move this one over to there, and then we'll get the tiny city park. No, okay, we'll do it this way. Yeah, and that will take the end piece if I can get it facing the right way. Okay, if I do it against here, swing it over. No, okay, we're going to place it like that, and then we're going to use the move it mods. Oh, hopefully. Something's going on. Oh, I've managed it. There we go. We've done it. Excellent. Very good, very good. And then what I'm going to do is let's have a look at these areas in here. I'm just thinking I want to tie these together somehow. If we remove, I like this sort of stone one, but then, yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll move that. And we'll tie these together with the stone like so. Yeah, that's fine. And then the kids' playground would have that separate area anyway. And the two end ones, I would really like those two both to look the same. Can I just keep replacing one of these until it looks the same? Or we could try and get it to be the same as this area here. I think the upgrades on this little area here have turned out really well. I'm loving it. I'm loving the use that this is all getting by the people walking through here as well, which is great. A few little trees and bushes around just to demarcate where people are living. But yeah, lots of pedestrian access, lots of little pocket parks. They really help you make an area alive, particularly if you're playing on vanilla. Oh, these bushes look really flat, don't they? Oh, no, they're not really. It's just from the angle I was looking at. Like someone had trod on the top of them, whacked them with a saucepan or something. But yeah, anyway, yeah, if you're playing vanilla and you haven't got all the options that we have with mods, I mean, being able to place all the trees, delete and move the areas around and all that sort of thing, add in the little pocket parks, I think has made this area come alive compared to what it was before, which is really good. So let's see if we can find another area that we can upgrade with our new items and make come alive as well. Right, so we're over here in Birdsong Mills, just down the motorway, just down the highway, and this is where we've been using our German items to build up this European old town style area, which I really like. But over here on the little island behind, we have this, which is just a normal medium train station, which I'd like to replace and also put some sort of bus hub and have this as like a little transit island, something like that. Having a look at the options that we have. So we've got our historic train station from the Germany pack, which is quite large. We'll pop that down to have a look at it. And then we have the French train station as well, which is a little bit longer, maybe not so wide. That one seems like it can only be placed once. So yeah, we'll have to delete and rebuild that. That's got 5 platforms, 13,000 a month. This one's got 3 platforms, 11,500 a month. And it has some upgrades on there as well. Let's just see what it's got. So that one's got just the waiting rooms. This has got extra platform, a rear exit, commercial businesses. Do either of them have access to metro? No, they don't. Do we have any metro near here? No, we've got trains that go around. All the metro, the subway is all the way up the top here. Yeah, so what do we think to one of those on here? I'm thinking the German one could work quite well. Yeah, this German one, it's a pretty good looking building, very historic, but I think it's just going to be too large for the island that we're trying to put it on over there. So I think we're going to go for this French one. It's definitely going to give us the same vibe as the European stuff we've got going on. So let us delete that one. We'll save that one for another day. Let's remove that one, and we'll just remove these lines we've got coming into there. But I also want to try and get in here a bus hub from the modern architecture pack. I think we need to anarchy that one in. No, let's try that again. There we go. Excellent. Which is going to take up a bit of space as well. We might have that the other side of the island. So we'll just remove these for now until we work out what we're going to do. The one we're going to use is this one. Local bus station. I don't really want to block the view of our train station here, but if we have it this side, I mean, even up against that road, maybe set back a little bit could work. I mean, we could just put it over here, something like that. I mean, I put it right in the way of my train line, but I think we could do something with this. Let's see. Right, let's take a look at what we've got set up in this area, and I've made good use of these new parking lot roads, which I really like, and I like the way they automatically remove the parking spaces where there's something that would drive in and out over the top of them. That looks good to me. We've got a nice little roundabout for vehicles to turn around on, which we can see that rubbish truck was making use of. A couple of nice parks here, which are getting the view out across the over to the horizon there. Very nice. And then just opposite the train station here at the back, obviously along the same theme, we have the French, I think that's a French high school. And then I've just wrapped around some mixed-use buildings here, added a bit of park, extended the surface. That's one of those little mini parks added in there with some trees. And I just think that looks really, really nice. Very high fence along here, because obviously this is a long drop down to the little river there. But yeah, nice little plaza at the end. And I think that just looks really, really nice. And then next to it over here, we have another school as well with a nice park out the back. I think they all go together well. And this one here is Dan's small parking lot on park. So Dan has put a pack together, and you can look that one up, and it's got, yeah, parks, parking all built into one. I think that goes together really well. And then the opposite side of the road, we've added a police station. I think this is the German police station and the French firehouse. Yeah,
Fire station. There we go. And a bit of parking in the middle, which obviously needs lifting up. Let's get our Move It mod and Control H. There we go. Excellent. And I just think that adds a nice little touch onto the end there with the train coming and going. And over here, we've got our bus station. We haven't done anything with that yet. I'm going to come back to that in a future episode because we need to add our bus lines coming in and out of there, obviously, and then our train lines coming in and out of here when we increase this area. So how about we have a few beauty shots of this area and the last area that we worked on as well. Well, if you've enjoyed this episode, a thumbs up would be absolutely fantastic of you, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out the next episode of Kettlewick, our British build-inspired city coming in a day or two. Thanks again for your support, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.